Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Cockyretrospect here. Today we are starting out in the shower. I have two braids in my hair and I'm just going to go ahead and take those out. And I'm going to do that under the running water, and that just kind of helps me take them out a bit easier. And as you can see, the curl definition that comes out is absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to go ahead and saturate my hair. You really want to get that nice and wet. And then I am going to be using the Trader Joe's Tea Tree Tingle Conditioner to co-wash my hair today. It is an oldie but a goodie, and it's also super cheap. It is $3.99 for a 16-ounce bottle. We love that. We love a good deal, and because of that, I knew I wasn't going to feel bad for washing it out. The slip is decent. I think the Melanin Hair Care Conditioner has a bit more slip than it, but I really do love the ingredients of the Trader Joe's conditioner. So it has peppermint oil and it also has tea tree oil, which is amazing feeling on your hair. It is silicone free. It helps to alleviate dry scalp. It has no lauryl sulfates and it's certified organic. So it might be cheap, but overall it is a great deal. So here I've started to detangle my hair. So there are a lot of very obvious knots at the end of my hair. And so I just like to go in and take out the really big ones. So here I'm just separating my hair. This is usually how I go in initially, and then usually I fine tune it later on by going in smaller sections, but here I'm just taking a really big section and breaking apart the hair. As you can see here, I go in from the scalp to my ends as opposed to the ends to the scalp. For me, it just works better that way. And then here you can see that I take a really small section of curls. Usually the curls look beautiful and great from the outside, but on the inside of those curls, there is just a huge webbing effect. As you can see literally right here, it kind of just webs itself together, but you wouldn't really be able to see that unless you take apart that curl. So here I'm just gently taking apart the curl, taking strands out of the knot little by little and being really gentle with my hair. And you never want to rip apart your hair. You want to gently pull away at the knots just so they can get smaller and smaller and then eventually slip out of your hair. Here I'm just adding a bit more water to my hair. Sometimes I really do feel like the conditioner can get a bit dry, and that can definitely just not help with the slip of the conditioner within your hair. So adding a bit more water to the conditioner really does help, but you want to make sure that you're not washing out the conditioner from your hair entirely. And you also find that with finger detangling, it's a very tedious process and you'll feel like you never get all of the tangles out, but especially when you are finger detangling, you can definitely feel the tangles a bit more than if you're just with a comb. And I absolutely just love the way that my curls look when they're clumped together after I've finger detangled, as opposed to using a detangling tool like a Denman or a comb. A comb actually just combs out all of my curls, and I don't mind that sometimes, but definitely if you want a bit of a wave or a curl or something like that, finger detangling can actually help you achieve that, really depending on your curl pattern. When I went to the Divachon salon back in, I would say 2017, I know they're in a bit of hot water now, but they only finger detangled my hair. They didn't use any combing tools or anything like that, and my curls came out beautifully. But I have to say, it's definitely something you have to practice. And then here, if you find that you are pulling away at a knot and it's just not giving in, I always just have a pair of hair shears near me just so I can cut it out. And honestly, it's so much better for your strands if you just cut out the knots as opposed to ripping them out of your hair, because ripping them out can just produce a lot of split ends. Here you can see that my curls kind of just naturally want to clump together, and that's fine because at this point most of the tangles are out, so I'm okay with that. And then just make sure you use the pads of your fingers to clear your scalp and thoroughly cleanse your hair. So after I've rinsed out most of the conditioner, I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze out a lot of the water and apply my leave-in, which is Melanin Hair Care's conditioner. I absolutely love that conditioner. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I really do like it because it provides a really good amount of slip. It helps to moisturize my strands, and overall I just love the ingredients as well, and it goes really well with my hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it. I usually like to do that in the praying hands motion, and it just helps to smooth my curls down. If I find any knots, I'll take those out as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run that through my hair, as you can see. And to seal my hair, I'm just gonna use the Melanin Hair Care Oil. It's a really light oil that I absolutely just love to use on both my hair and my scalp. So after I apply that, I'm just gonna go ahead and twist up my hair. And because I'm doing this every day, I'm gonna go ahead and do it in the most easiest protective style possible and twist them up into 2 big twists. And as you can see, I do Bantu knot it, but that's really just so I can take a shower and so that my hair doesn't get wet all over again. But when I get out of the shower, I do take the Bantu knots down just so that my twists can dry a little bit, because I don't want them like super soaked like all throughout the day and the night. And again, if you do see any knots, gently rake them out of your hair. And after I'm all done twisting that up, that is basically it for day 1. So see you guys tomorrow. Hello again, and this is day 2. So my hair actually looks really good. I actually really love the way that my curls are sitting. This is right after I'd taken them out from those 2 twists, and honestly, I really do love the way that it looks. My curls are super springy and bouncy, and they have a lot of movement to them, and so I don't really want to wet them, but we are just gonna go ahead and saturate our hair. So after that, I'm just gonna go in with the Tea Tree Tingle Conditioner, and I'm gonna work that all throughout my strands, including on my scalp. And to work that in, usually I just twist my hair just like that and I squeeze it through my strands. So that just really helps to work the conditioner all throughout my hair. And I squeeze, you'll see here at the ends, and it really helps to bring out the conditioner. And I do that in conjunction with the praying hands method. All this really does just help to minimize the amount of tangles that you get. And this day I definitely did do a bit of finger detangling, not as extensive as the first day by far. I didn't think that I needed all of that, but if I felt that any particular area of my hair was a bit knotty, then I would definitely just go in and separate those curls. So here I am just rinsing it out, and honestly, having water on your scalp every day is such a feeling. It feels amazing. So before I go ahead with my leave-in conditioner, again, I'm just gonna scrunch out a lot of the water, and then I'm just gonna go ahead with the same leave-in that I had from yesterday. And I didn't find it particularly necessary to part my hair into smaller sections to evenly distribute the conditioner. Honestly, using the water to help squeeze it through just really helped. And then I just went in with a little bit of the oil on my scalp, used the praying hand methods to distribute the oil onto my strands, and then I went ahead and rolled it up onto a bun onto my head. But I do have to say that I didn't wear it like this throughout the day, that I definitely split it into the 2 twists and then wore it like that, just so that again it would be able to dry. And that's it for day 2. Hello again. So this is day 3. And as you can see, my hair is super frizzy. The shrinkage is real, okay? And what contributed to that was definitely the heat and the humidity. So you wanna be careful, especially with shrinkage, because for me, shrinkage means a lot more tangles. And so because of that, I definitely spent more time detangling it than yesterday. So here I am, right after I just rinsed my hair. And you can definitely see the effects of using conditioner every day, at least for my hair, because I have fine hair. So my hair definitely just looks a bit more weighed down. It doesn't feel bad or anything, but yeah, definitely something to note. So this is day 4. Unfortunately, I didn't have the footage of what my hair looked like right before I co-washed it, but as you can see, this is what my hair looks like right after I'd gotten out the shower. And after this, just because of how weighed down my curls looked, I had stopped applying the oil and the Trader Joe's conditioner and just went in with the Melanin Hair Care Conditioner. So this is day 5, and my curls look elongated because I have banded my twists at this point. I wanted to, 1, maintain a bit more moisture in my hair, because when it dries, it just shrunk up so badly and got a bit more tangled than I wanted it to. And then also just to help stretch the curls. So here I am, fresh out of the shower, and I must say detangling was so much easier today than when I just let my hair get really shrunken. Overall, my hair feels fine. It's not stretching excessively, which is indicative of hydro fatigue. So definitely keep an eye out for that, but once it dries, it feels soft and fluffy. So this is day 6, and I am coming to you in my sports bras. So I just want to show you guys just exactly how I kind of banded my hair. And this is what it looks like after I've taken it out. As you can see, it really does look like there is a lot of buildup on my hair at this point. It doesn't feel bad again, but just the way it looks, you can definitely see that it's a bit frizzier. It doesn't feel more tangled or anything like that, but yeah, frizz and buildup, yes. So here I am out of the shower, and I've allowed my hair to dry just a little bit with the hot air in my apartment, but yeah, still frizzy and looking forward to a really good shampoo sesh. So this is me on day 7, and again, my hair is shrunken and even more fluffy and frizzy than before, but you know, she's kind of a vibe, okay? She's giving me lob, and I kind of like it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in, water her down, and I'll be back when I am done.
Hey everybody, so yeah, as you can see in the last clip, that was me right before I wet my hair. So right now I just have a strengthening hair mask on because after a week of wetting my hair, I just wanted to make sure, you know, we were good in the protein department. So yeah, I really wanted to show you guys just how I banded my hair throughout the week. I will literally like immediately remove it just so I can wash out the hair mask, but just in case for any of you who really wanted to see me actually putting it in, this is how I do it. So yeah. Oh, and the mask that I have on is of course one of my favorites. It's the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthening and Restore Treatment Mask. It has never done me wrong, so love that. Okay, so basically throughout this entire process, I realized that with fine, low porosity hair, which usually happens, your hair can definitely get weighed down. Even if you're seemingly rinsing out the conditioner every day, it can still get weighed down. I did put a little bit of shea butter on my hair, which definitely contributed to my hair being weighed down throughout the week. However, I do realize that for some naturals, wetting their hair every day is pretty normal. They either spritz it or some people do drench it every day and their hair is fine with it. It just has grown accustomed to being like that. So for them, I guess it's completely fine. It really just depends on like what your hair can handle and what it's like used to at the end of the day. So if you're a swimmer especially, because you know, I used to swim back in high school and our hair, like all of our hair would just get like soaked because you would definitely wear like a swim cap, but those swim caps do not keep your hair dry, like not in the slightest. So my hair would be drenched from like all that chlorine water, which is really drying to your hair and your scalp. We would all try to find ways to make sure that our hair, well, for one, wasn't getting like super soaked when we got in the pool. So some people like doubled up their swim caps. Other people wore like a plastic bag underneath their swim caps, and honestly sometimes it helped, but sometimes it didn't. So I would do like co-washing my hair after I got out of the pool so that I could remove a lot of that chlorine from my hair. You can also do a co-wash but leave in the conditioner like right before you get in the pool, and that will actually help to keep the chlorine water like out of your hair. And I would definitely suggest afterwards just like rinse that out. I've done that too. So yeah, some people definitely do have activities that their hair kind of gets wet a lot throughout the week, and that's probably why a lot of naturals probably don't want to swim, and it's because like their hair gets wet. I mean, it's just really inconvenient when you have to deal with it afterwards, so I can understand that. But actually I do want to highlight, okay, a black owned UK based company that created a swimming scarf for people of color. I mean, it's for everybody, anybody could use it actually, but it's called Neems. And once I saw it, I was just like, where were you when I was in high school and I needed this? But at least it's out there, you know? So definitely look into that. I mean, I am surely going to be getting one once, you know, I can get back into the pool, because my backstroke was a beautiful thing, okay? And I want to definitely practice that. I haven't swam like so long, but the Neems, okay, that's innovation. I'll have that like linked down in the description box down below, but I really thought I'd mention that just because, you know, amazing, black inventions, love that. But in terms of just me doing this experiment throughout the week, I would say the #1 pro, how clear my scalp felt. So basically when I go like a week or even 2 weeks without washing my hair, my scalp gets really gunky, and you know, like when you scratch your scalp and you just see all the gunk like underneath your nails, and it's just like, gross, let me go ahead and wash my hair. But all throughout the week, like none of that. I have like dry scalp like all throughout the year. That is something that I deal with all throughout the year. I also have dry patches like in front of my hair, and that was gone. Like that was gone the entire week, which obviously if you apply water to something dry, it'll help you out there. However, you have to be careful because you do not want to wash away your natural hair oil or the sebum that your scalp produces. Like that's actually really good for your hair. Some people actually just do like water only washing where they just like pull down the sebum onto their hair strands, which is great too. But overall, you don't want to just be like always like washing away that sebum, because that's actually really beneficial for your hair. So, right, so I twisted my hair into 2 twists, and then I literally just take 2 headbands and I go like this. It's really easy, you guys. I just do it down the length of my hair to help stretch it, and this helps so that it doesn't get super tangled throughout the week. Or throughout the week that I did this, it helps so that my hair was like stretched and didn't get like super tangled. And then I just take the next one and I loop it down. And then at the end, I kind of just like loop it through. So it's like, and that's it. Usually I would let it dry a little bit before that, because if you're wetting your hair every day, you kind of want it to dry. You don't want it to just be like soaked. I am about to take this out anyways, but yeah, just for the video. In terms of the, I mean, this isn't really a pro or con, but my hair definitely got frizzier all throughout the week. My curls were definitely less defined, which, I mean, makes sense given what I was doing to it every day. However, I would say that the real issue was really just the shrinkage. If my hair didn't shrink up so much, I think that I would have way less tangles, though the tangles honestly weren't even that bad, to be completely honest, because in the shower I just found myself, while I'm raking in the conditioner, I'm also kind of just like finger detangling, which was fine. However, a lot of people may find that to be a bit too much manipulation. For myself, I didn't find that my hair shed excessively like at all. It was kind of just like the normal amount of shedding that you would get throughout the week. So yeah, didn't really affect me in that sense. But yeah, so overall, I'm glad that I did this. I think that, like I said before, a lot of people actually, this is the norm for them. They wet their hair every day. It's just when you don't do this every day, you have to get over the mental hump of doing it every day. And also, again, please make sure that if you are gonna do this, make sure that you pay attention to your hair. And if your hair is starting to get like mushy and like overly soft, stop, okay? And do a protein treatment, and maybe also realize that it's probably not the best to wet or drench your hair like every single day. You don't want to have to go through things like hydro fatigue, which is literally when your hair is just like, all right, this is too much water, and then it gets soft and mushy and like starts breaking and like it's really tangled. When you don't keep up with your protein treatments, that's something that could happen. So the treatment that I have in right now is a strengthening treatment. It has protein in it, so I'm just, you know, trying to cover all my bases. I remember there was one summer I literally just wet my hair the entire summer because I wore it out every single day. I would come home and diligently, okay, spray my hair down, and then I would part it, and then I would detangle it. I would use as my leave-in, I would use Shea Moisture's Curl Enhancing Smoothie. I absolutely loved that thing back in the day. I have not used it like for years, and I will be revisiting it, so just stay tuned for that. But yeah, I would part my hair, spray it down, apply the smoothie, and then detangle it. And honestly, I have to say, there were like 2 strands of hair on that comb. Like, my hair flourished that entire summer, and I wore it out like literally every day, and it did not break off. So water helped, okay, to protect your strands. It gives it moisture, and just as long as, yes, you keep up with like things like protein treatments, you shouldn't really have an issue. Pay attention to your hair, make sure, you know, everything's okay, and you should be just fine. And yeah, that's about it. So I am so happy that I tried this. I think especially during the summertime, it's fine because your hair just dries so quickly anyways. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. That is it for now. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some heat, and then after that, rinse that out, and then we will be set. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.